Xur Report is brought to you by Destiny, the Taken King, the April update, coming April 12th. Pre-order now. It was one of those new raids. And I couldn't even do that. Why? Because they decided not to redo the old raids. No, instead we get a nice new updated Prison of Elders to play with. Because, you know, that was the most popular and most wanted old feature to come back. Everybody wanted to do that shit again. I know that was at the top of my want list. Was it at the top of yours? All new Prison of Elders? Yay! That's gonna bring people back. That'll put butts in seats. Well, right now, the only butt I'm looking for is the one on our good friend Xur! Good morning, folks. It's your good friend the King, aka the Scott, welcoming you to yet another Destiny video. This is the Xur Report for this week. And as you can tell, I'm a little peeved about the update we got this week, the preview of the April update, where we found out that Prison of Elders is coming back, but Vault of Glass and Crota's End are not. Lots of fun there. So, if you enjoyed going to the prison, you get to return and do the same crap you did a year ago, when we didn't like it the first time. Meanwhile, here I am looking for our good friend Xur, and he's not here. Oh my. Well, he is not in the tower at the moment, so this should be fun. Hooray! So, technical difficulties here, folks. This is a live feed here, and sometimes things do not go according to the live plan. As you can see here, the Cryptarch wants me, the Postmaster wants me, but unfortunately, I want Xur, and he's nowhere to be found. I've already looked down here, so this is a effort in futility, as he is not here. So I'm going to go to orbit, and we'll be right back. Coming in Destiny, the Taken King, the April update. It's the return of the most beloved in-game content this game has ever seen, the Prison of Elders, Taken Edition. Return to the Cabal cell block, where they might be taken. Come back to the Hive cell block, where they might also be taken. Or come back into the Fallen cell block, where they might also be taken. Or visit the Vex cell block, where, of course, you might also run into taken. So grab your Scorch Cannon and run! Full challenge mode in Prison of Elders, where you might face this guy. Or this guy. Or many others. And don't forget the sweet, sweet loot at the end of Prison of Elders. You'll find all this and more only in Destiny, the Taken King, the April update, coming April 12th. Pre-order now. And we're back here on the reef, because by process of elimination, Xur's got to be somewhere, right? Well, if he's at the reef, the door is broken again, and I don't see him in there, so apparently Xur has not arrived as of yet. I did not mess with the time change or anything, so he should be here, but unfortunately I'm having trouble finding him, so we're going to go back to orbit again. Actually, we're not. We're going to log out here and change character, although I won't be really changing, but again, we'll be right back. Coming to Destiny, the Taken King, the April update, the brand new strike, Blighted Chalice. Journey back into the Temple of Crota on the moon and fight taken enemies in rooms like this. And in hallways like this. And in rooms just like this. But hold on to your pants, because this is where you're gonna fight the all-new boss, Malok. Oh, he's an evil Taken boss. He's trying to take over for Oryx, who you've already killed, buddy. Yes. And just as easily as I shoot up these hive here, you will have to face Taken very soon. Only in Destiny the Taken King, the April update, coming April 12th. Pre-order now. And we're back. I still have no idea where Xur is, so we're gonna take a look around. Well, it might be we found him. There's some people down this way. Perhaps we finally found Xur? No! Still no tentacle-faced friend. Wow. I'm becoming a little worried for our good friend. He's missing in action this week. This is my second attempt here on the tower to find him, and I have been unsuccessful thus far. Oh, there he is! There's our good friend right here in the hangar, Xur. Yay! So this is the Xur Report. Now, let's see what he's got after this quick break. Coming in Destiny, the Taken King, the April update, Winter's Run, Taken Edition. Journey back into Winter's Lair on Venus. Head into the cave, where you might fight Vex, or Fallen. And now, Taken. Oh yes, the Taken have invaded yet another area you've been to before. Thought the Fallen minded when you took their pikes? Wait until you take a Taken pike. Oh, they won't be happy when you take their motorized vehicles. No. These Vex are no match for this pike. But watch out, because the Taken are coming for the Archon Priest. And maybe you'll see a Taken Servitor too. Now here you can see the Archon Priest goes down easy. That won't happen in Winter's Run, Taken Edition. Part of Destiny, the Taken King, the April update. Coming April 12th. Pre-order now. And we're back. All right. So, as you can see, Xur is right here. Let's see what he's got. And the prayer circle continues for the Twilight Garrison. Shame. Anyway, what he has this week? For the Titan, it's the Empyrean Bellicose helmet. Do you like floating in air so people can shoot you? You'll love this helmet. This helmet allows you to be airborne while you're aiming your weapons, which of course the Warlocks can do as Sunsingers. Titans can do it on anyone as long as they're wearing this helmet. To be honest, about the only time I find this helmet useful is if you're doing a Nightfall or a Prison of Elders, which, hey, guess what? That's becoming valid again. Though when the modifier is airborne, this can be useful. Other than that, I'd steer clear of it. Not a great roll on this one, but not too bad. You can find ways to use it. But I would probably use the glass needles. For the Hunter, it's the good old Crest of Alpha LUPI. Supers generate an extra orb, plus revive and be revived faster. This is almost a must-have for Trials of Osiris, for those who play that. This one's all intellect, which is always nice. Let's see what else it's got. Auto rifle ammo or sidearm ammo. Ugh. So all intellect's good. The ammo perk's not so good. Void burn defense and void armor, so those are pretty good, you know. Not too bad at all for the rolls and stuff to do overall, but the ammo's not a great perk. For the Warlock, we've got Alchemist's Raiment. Now, you know, I made a joke of the name perk on this one, and we'll take a look here at it. As you can see here, it's basically the same type of chess piece that he's got for, the Starfire Protocol, Heart of the Practic Fire, that same kind of design with a different front piece and back piece, but overall the same typical design. So here, Iron to Gold. I used to make fun of this perk. Chance to gain Glimmer on primary ammo pickup. That chance, you get about 3 to 5 Glimmer on every 2 or 3 ammo pickups. So it's not really a very interesting gain for that. However, the other one is really where this thing can shine. Orbs collected when your super is full recharge your grenades and melee. This is a good thing to wear as a Sunsinger because you're not going to use your super all that much in stuff like the Raid or the Nightfall or whatever. So you can use those orbs that you're not going to get to use anyway because they're going to disappear when you die to keep your grenades and melees charged so you can keep using them when you're not in your super. So that's not a bad deal. It also has the special ammo or heavy ammo pickups. You don't have a specific one, just the overall. This has got Void Burn defense and Void Armor. So again, this is good for using Void Walker, but you might want to reroll it to get Solar. These will never change, so you don't have to worry about losing those. And Intellect and Strength, like I said, you might want to reroll it with the Twist Fate. But again, as I've been saying before, we're close to a change with Xur. Like I said, we're just a few weeks out from the April update, so, bear that in mind. A 280 item at this point might be a little bit of a waste. Unless you got a shitload of coins and somehow haven't had this drop for you yet. No armor this week, or no engram anyway, because we've got the Invective. Alright, this used to be, of course, a gun you got only through an exotic bounty. Now Xur's got it for sale. So here are the main perks. It's full auto, final round, and the name Invective. This weapon recharges ammo over time. Now it takes about 30 seconds, but you'll get some ammo from that, and then a little bit more. And it's a good way to have a piece that continuously gives you ammo. It's a nice little thing. It shoots really fast. It does some pretty good damage. I was using it last week in the Nightfall with Solar Burn against those Shield brothers, and it melted them pretty good with the Solar Burn and how fast it fires. And of course, it helped. Juggler was on last week as well, so it helped with that, not having to worry about running out of ammo. So those all coming together were a good thing. This is a good gun, not quite as godly as it was when it first was around, but still a pretty good gun. I've always had fun with it. It was my very first exotic, so I've got a place in my heart for it. Invective. If you don't have one, it's not a bad thing to have at all. The Legacy Engram this week is for primary weapons. So, now, of course, I've gone through our good old, stories about the Legacy Engram, and specifically the primary one. If you want a Thorn and you don't have one yet, you can get it from here. Or many of the other, year 1 primers. I mean, it's mainly the Thorn. Most of the other ones, are in year 2, or you can't get them from this engram. You cannot get a No Land Beyond. You cannot get Universal Remote. Those are tied to the Legacy Special engram. You can't get the Vex or the Necrochasm. Those are tied specifically to the raids that they didn't bother to fucking update in April. So again, I know, I'm beating on a dead horse. Although some would say that Destiny itself is a dead horse, and I continue beating on that. But, yeah. Like I said, the Legacy Engram is mainly if you don't have a Thorn and you want a Thorn. Because pretty much every other primary is in year 2 at this point. Bear in mind that, while not likely to happen, there is a possibility that with this April update we will see the return of a thorn in year 2. So, I don't know if that makes you want to buy it more or less here, but you might be able to obtain a new version, so getting the year 1 might not be as important at this point. Again, don't buy this thinking you're going to get a great gun. Buy this thinking you're going to get a year 1 weapon, because that's all you're going to get. If you're hoping for a thorn, well, I hope you have most of the other year 1 weapons. Again, remember, having the year 2 does not influence it. So if you've got a year 2 Red Death but don't have the year 1, guess what? You might get a Red Death year 1. This is for completionists only. But I've gone over that many times. I hope by now, after you've seen many of my reports, you know what you're getting into. Alright, so down here we've got the plasma drive, the emerald coil, heavy ammo synth, 3 of coins, and glass needles, and of course we got the motor light exchange. Alright, so that will do it for the Xur Report this week. It took a little while to find him, but we finally did. He's here in the hangar. And, well, I'll let you decide on whether what he's got is crap or not. I am the King, a.k.a. the Scott. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll see you next time. Eat a dick.